One of my absolute favorite treatments to perform in my skin clinic, as well as doing it on my own skin, is actually a chemical peel. Now there's a huge variety of chemical peels on the market today, and I'm hoping in this video I'll be able to guide you as to what to choose. Firstly, I want to just say that a chemical peel is obviously stronger than an exfoliation that you can do at home, but they are more what we call a very superficial chemical peel that's often done in a professional beauty center or beauty or skincare clinic. And then you have the more superficial peels, the mild peels, and some of the more kind of medium depth, maybe deeper peels that are done more in an aesthetic type of center. What I want to bring across today is that there is a chemical peel pretty much for every skin type and skin condition out there. The thing is just to choose the right one for your skin. Now, all the chemical agents that's being placed on the skin, even if they don't penetrate into the deepest layers, and what I mean here is that you don't have to necessarily have to have a deep chemical peel that's going to give you a couple of days, like maybe 10 days downtime, where you have to take time off work, for instance, to actually have a good result. Obviously, the deeper the peel goes, the longer lasting the result and the more dramatic the result. But even by having a very superficial peel on a regular basis, you are able to stimulate the deeper skin cells, because every little cell in the skin, and particularly the keratinocyte, which are the cells we get abundance of in the skin itself, those little guys are great messengers, and they send a message down into the deeper cells that we find in the dermis to actually have the collagen production, the elastin production, work on the melanocyte, the cell that makes the pigment. So a very superficial peel, as I said, you can go and do it at your normal beauty center or a professional skincare clinic. And normally this peel works in the very top superficial layers of the skin. And mostly we're talking about here the stratum disjunctum, the stratum corneum. And what they then do is they remove the dead surface cells by means of actually dissolving the bonds in between the dead skin cells. And by dissolving those bonds, those cells are able to actually fall off. The great thing about a superficial peel is that there is no downtime. So you can go back to work even that afternoon or the next day. You can put foundation on or makeup on and you'll be absolutely fine. Microscopically, the skin cells will be coming off, but you can't see it with the naked eye. So therefore we say that there's no downtime. Those are the type of peels that you have to have on a more regular basis. So we would recommend some of them every 2 weeks, some of them every 3 weeks, and you'd normally do a course of 6 to sometimes 12, depending on the actual peel. Then we of course have what we call the superficial peel that's going to go a little bit deeper into the skin. There we're looking at concentrations of a 30%, 50% like a glycolic acid, with some salicylic acid maybe in a formulation with some lactic acid, but often those are also at a much lower pH than that of the skin. What I'm using here in my clinic is a pH of 1.9 at a 50% glycolic acid with a 10% lactic acid and a 4% salicylic acid. So a really great combo of ingredients. It's on the skin literally for 2 minutes. I then neutralize that and that is then removed. So that will work deeper than a very superficial peel. And normally people could have a course of these peels every 2 weeks for a maximum of 4 treatments. And then thereafter they could go into what we call a maintenance phase, which they come every 4 weeks for that peel. Often a superficial peel are probably one of the most popular ones that you'd find in an aesthetic center, because there's no downtime again with this peel, but you do see great results and people love the way that their skin feels after the peel. And I find with most of mine, a week after you've had the superficial peel, your skin looks absolutely amazing. Then I like what I call the bigger guns. I like the more medium depth peels, which is where we often look at something like a TCA or called a trichloroacetic acid. And this peel is amazing. The skin itself neutralizes it, because as we apply that acid, it will actually hunt for water in the skin. So the cells in the deeper layers that's got a lot of moisture, it will go there and those cells, your own skin, will neutralize that. The only thing with the TCA or trichloroacetic acid, which could be a superficial, but it could also be a medium depth peel, is that there is obviously some downtime. So there's visual actual peeling of the skin. You see the skin cells coming off. There's a very specific protocol that you need to follow afterwards to heal and speed up the healing of the skin, but to hydrate the skin and also to protect the skin against the sun. Because the brand new baby pink skin, we have to protect at all costs, so that we don't get something like post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. Often these come in different concentrations and your skincare therapist in an aesthetic arena with the doctor will decide what it is that they're going to be using on your skin. It is very easy. It feels very hot on the skin, I find, but very easy to do and very easy to manage really afterwards. As long as you follow the protocol from your professional, your skin will look amazing. So this will go deeper into the skin cells, will have more of an impact on the skin and really leave the skin looking amazing. So here you're looking at, we're going through the epidermis. We often are touching on what we call the papillary dermis if it's a medium depth peel. And then we also have the very deep chemical peels, which often could be a very high concentration of TCA. We're looking around about the concentration of 30%. Or it could also be something that's got a little bit of phenol in. There's a peel on the market that is absolutely stunning with phenol combined with TCA, combined with glycolic acid. And that is put on the skin, and the skin goes what we call white, or there's frosting, which we could also get with a normal TCA. The downtime of that peel is normally 8 to 10 days where the skin goes brown, but the peeling is quick. It's 10 days of your life, and then the skin is amazing. Now that peel particularly, which we call more a deeper peel, that will go through the whole epidermis, through the papillary dermis, and touching on the reticular dermis. That can never be done as a first-time peel, and that can only be done by your doctor with working with your aesthetic therapist or a nurse, and they will then guide you through what you need to do. The deeper the peel, the more dramatic the results. But on our darker skin types, we cannot do the deep chemical peels. We have to be very careful with what we can do on those skins. And there's even some of the medium depth peels that cannot be done on a darker skin because the risk of post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation is too great on those skins. So the lighter your skin, almost the stronger we can go, and the skin can really recoup well. And the darker your skin, the better it is to do lighter peels and do them more often. If you do a deep peel, as an example, the one that I mentioned last, that peel can only be done maximum twice a year. And then normally I would recommend to those people to have that once a year. You don't need to do it more than that. It goes very deep in the skin. And truly a result from that peel, I normally only see about 3 months after having the peel. Then that true dermis that we've changed, that restructuring that we've caused in the skin, that is then being revealed. Whereas in a superficial peel, literally within a week you can see the beautiful new skin. So there is a peel for everybody. Don't be scared. There's a lot of scary stuff on the internet. When you're working with the right professional that knows how to do the chemical peels, that knows how to guide you in looking after your skin, protecting your skin against the sun, nourishing the skin, keeping it very well hydrated, you have no worries. Your skin will recoup beautifully. If you have any questions with regards to chemical peels, you can contact me at any time. I absolutely love it for my own skin. It's my favorite treatment. And of course, as I said, I love changing skins in my clinic by doing chemical peels. So definitely worth trying. It really is amazing. And I hope that answered some of your questions on chemical peels.